Hello, welcome guys. I'm on my Larry Lonesome today, but it's a beautiful day. I'm out in the countryside. I've got a Zappy install, but the reason why I'm filming this one, even though I'm on my own, it's probably not going to be the best quality footage ever if I'm being honest, is I thought it was quite exciting that we've got like both kind of mainstream renewable energy options. Show you what I mean as I take you around the back. We're going to be mounting the Zappy onto the front of the house there, but look, you've got wind turbines out in the distance there, and then up on the roof, I don't know if you can see that, I'll show you more clearly in a minute, you've got solar. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got a PV array on the roof, so I'll show you the setup. So we've got the inverter for the PV. We've got this power quality analyzer or whatever it's called. I forget what they're actually called. Like a voltage optimizer. And then the consumer unit here that we're coming out of. But we've been pretty jammy because I've just seen there's a hole here already, right where I want to drill out, the height I want to drill out at. There's render on the other side of the wall, which he's asked me to run it at that height because he wants it to sit above the window frame. And I can actually see the back of the render insulation there. It's like some sort of Parex, and I can see the back of it. So I think if I just give that a gentle twirl without the hammer on the drill, that should pop through there without too much damage. And we've had another result, which is I was struggling to find a 32 amp Wilex last night when I realised this, so I was thinking I'd have to put in a separate consumer unit, but look, this is spare, it's not doing anything. Boom. No one's even connected it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move one of these circuits over to the RCD side. Probably I think we've just got lighting and heating, so I'll probably move the heating one over to the RCD side and stick that on the non-RCD side. And then that's our car charger power sorted, because all you need is a 32 amp MCB. So yeah, ideal, perfect. So we'll switch the power off. Actually, we'll drill that hole first, I think, get that poked out. Then we'll pull the cable in, switch the power off, and start modifying things and getting it running. Take it off of hammer mode, just put it onto drill mode. Safest thing to do when there's render. I reckon this was like an old overhead entrance or something, where they had overhead lines in the past or something like that. So I stopped there for a minute just because I'm always super paranoid about asbestos. I think it's better to be paranoid than blasé. I mean, I don't know. Does that look like something dodgy? I can't tell. It's like a thick fibrous substance that was blocking up that hole. I can't really tell. It was there poking out already. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm not taking any risks. It was sticking out the wall. I've not disturbed it. I've just started drilling next to it. But just to play it safe, I've just double wrapped it in a bag by some latex gloves. Going to tape the heck out of it, and I might just send it to get a sample taken, but not sure what that was. I'm going to keep my mask on just in case. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to play it safe and drill a hole somewhere else basically. Weather is unbelievably good, like a little bit too good. I feel like Greta Thunberg was right, and I can't deny that there is a possible correlation between I haven't eaten meat in ages. What did I have last week? Chinese takeaway, loads of meat, boom, it's warm outside. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I feel like it's my fault. I take responsibility for this warmth, but to be honest, if this is global warming, I don't mind it. Get your suntan lotion out and burn some tyres, kids. This is nice. Look at that. Big wind farms churning away. Absolutely beautiful. Should we see I think we should go pay a visit to the ponies. Some real life IKEA survivors. You poor things. I'm grateful you weren't made into lasagna. I won't touch them. Just with COVID and things, I don't know if people appreciate it. So I won't. And also, low-key, a little bit scared that he's going to bite my face off. Here, I'll show you what I was talking about. Bye-bye. Please, fight the Swedish powers that try to cook you up. So you've got a beautiful little PV array there. I think it's 4 kilowatts. But what they're hoping to do, which I'm more than happy to help them with, is to expand that PV array across to make it into a 6 kilowatt system and add battery storage. So the local power is wind, not sure if you can see that, PV, battery storage, air source heat pump going in, EV installed by yours truly. I think this is pretty awesome setup. Not to mention the Tesla that he's getting. They're looking at doing vehicle to grid very soon, where I think they've already got the capability, but they're not allowed to do it yet, where you're allowed to store the energy in your car, use it in your house later on. Very, very cool stuff. Right, so I've actually already installed it. Sorry, I've kind of cut a little bit today. I've not been a very good cameraman because I've been on my own. You know, my Larry Lonesome. I've been pretty shocking actually recording it, but maybe that's good. I feel like people are probably getting bored of watching me install stuff. So we will cut to some testing. Let's do some testing. Just to clarify a couple of things. First of all, I am not scared of horses. Okay? I don't know what that looked like to you, but it wasn't fear. It was caution, because like I made a bit of a joke as I walked over to it about IKEA, and I've realised that's no joke, you know? That horse's whole family was massacred to be made into meatballs and like fiendish lasagnas. And there's me making a joke about it, and I went over to him and he's like, gave me this crazy eye look, and I just knew that he wasn't playing around. He was being serious, or she, I'm not sure. So yeah, I just decided to leave it because I thought, well, why the long face? Why the long face? I think if your whole family or relatives had been turned into literal lasagna, you'd probably have quite a long face as well. Also, the other thing was the ZE. I took it with the earth in rather than disconnecting the main earth. The reason being, when I switched the power off earlier to connect up the consumer unit, like a dum-dum, I should have taken my ZE then, but I didn't, I forgot to. And now he doesn't really want me to turn the power off again. But to be honest, it doesn't make a big difference in my opinion. I will probably look at the certificate that he's got to see for reference how my reading's different to theirs. And I'll just stick on the certificate under the limitations section. I'll just put that I had to leave the main earth in for my ZE. Right, now the Zappi is mounted on the wall, and what I'm thinking is going to have a little tidy up and do some testing here. So I've done my R1, R2, I've got my ZE. This isn't a testing video, so I'm just going to get the cover on, do my RCD tests, and then get wrapped up. I've got to say, this day's turned into a good one, because it started off pretty shocking. I got up really early. I thought, yeah, I've got a really good start on the day today. I'm doing really well. And then, do you know what happens? I start heading over here. I'm in Peterborough, so it's quite a trek. And I realised I went to the container last night to get all of our like cable and stuff, because we've got big drums and a little storage unit. So I went all the way there, like the other side of Cambridge, about near enough an hour from where I live. Got all the cable, all the clips, all the fixings. I'm counting everything out, making sure I've got exactly the right amount plus a little bit more. And then this morning I leave, and do you know what I'd forgotten? The zappy, like, fairly important. So I had to turn around, go back towards Cambridge, get the zappy, and then come here. Thankfully the customer was quite grateful to have a bit more time, I think. Usually customers appreciate a bit more time in bed or doing their chores, slowly waking up, rather than being there super early. But yeah, turned the day around from being a forgetful donkey to frolicking with horses, so can't complain. Guys, what I was going to say as well is feel free to leave in the comment section what sort of stuff you actually want out of videos, because I don't want to, when I'm working on my own, just to be churning out the same content for the sake of it. Like, I want it to be, if I'm on the camera doing something, I want it to be useful for whoever's watching it, you know, whether it be apprentice, adult learner, or just entertainment, whatever. Shout in the comments what it is that you're actually after learning, and if I'm capable or competent enough in that subject or area, then I'll try and show the way that I would personally do it, or the way that artisan would do it. Alrighty. Alright. I love organisation and perspiration. So that's us all tidied away. The table stashed away. Zappy's ready for another job. Something else I like to do is I've been working in a dusty old farm. Just, give everything a little blowdown, including inside the front. Just give it a little. See, Jordan can't do that when he's driving it, because all of his tons of cash, big wads of cash, would be flying around everywhere if he tried doing that. Give this a little blowdown. There we have it. There's the zappy, all nice and neat. Let's give this a little tidy up for him. Let's have a look. So you can see you've got no EV connected. You've got the solar panels producing 2.9 kilowatts, and the grid is exporting 2.5 kilowatts to the grid at the minute, because it is a glorious sunshining day. Bill Withers will be all over this. There we go. Love it. Right everyone, I hope you're all taking care and staying safe. Hope you've enjoyed following me for this very brief day. Was there anything else I was going to show? I think that was it. So take care. Oh, tool of the day. Wicked. But I'd get the DeWalt one personally, so Jordan, put the link for the DeWalt one on. Alright, lots of love. Bye. Sorry, I forgot to say, this is a little PS bonus feature. Well done for making it this far in the video, thank you. That wasn't asbestos. I was just being over the top. I wouldn't have touched it if I was suspicious. If I thought it was very likely that it was asbestos, I wouldn't have touched it, but I just thought there was a very small chance, and because it had fallen out of the wall onto the consumer unit, I thought, well, I've got to do something with it. So that was why I double bag and taped it. But then I asked the customer, I said, are you aware of what insulation they've used inside this wall? And he said, yeah, it was put in quite recently, and it's not asbestos, basically. So yeah, egg on my face, isn't there? But better to be safe than sorry, you know. If you're ever suspicious, just dodge it. Either, if you've not disturbed it, don't touch it. If you have disturbed it, get yourself out of there, and tape anything down. So like, the advice I was given once when I did have an exposure with it was any clothing, anything that's got it on it, put it on the floor, bag, tape over it, and then double tape over that with another bag. So it's like the 2319 in Monsters Inc. Imagine you're in Monsters Inc. and you've made contact with a human. Generally, that's how you need to treat it. Alright, for real now, guys and girls, take care. I just thought I'd quickly add that on while I remembered on my way home. Bye.